Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome back to another episode of Wait, There's More, Get the Skinny with Sue and Kim.
So, welcome back. We just want to kind of go over what this episode entails. And it might take a little time because it is about Halloween. It's coming, and candy bowls are out, and temptation is
We've both been there. I like to sit outside and watch all the little kitties come up and run up to me and grab a piece of candy out of my bowl. And I feel like back in the day, before I learned how to pace myself, or at least not treat myself to one candy for the kid and one candy for Sue, I had to finally challenge myself not to dig into the candy bowl. And hopefully today we're going to have some tips to provide to you guys to kind of avoid eating all that chocolate and sugar.
Yeah, especially when you justify it by it's just a little tiny Halloween size, fun size that they don't make year round. But we're hoping to share 25 realistic mindset-based tips to help you keep your goals in check, but still have a good time.
So let's start with the mindset, because success starts even when the candy shows up. You need to decide to plan ahead. So when you're at the store grocery shopping, I learned to choose candy that I don't like to eat. It's been 3 or 4 years now since I've had peanut M&Ms.
Oh, yeah.
And so I avoid buying those little packs of M&Ms, any of the flavors, the milk chocolate, the peanut butter ones, the almond ones, the peanut ones, especially because that was my downfall. I also used to love and they only come out at Halloween, is the Hershey almonds. And I used to love putting them in the refrigerator or freezer because they were the best. And so now I totally avoid those types of candies. You also have to keep your why close. Think about how amazing it feels to stay on track to what you're doing now prior to the holiday. And avoid just the one trick. Like, oh, I'm just going to have one, because one always, no matter what, oh, that was a tiny little, bite-sized Snickers. That's not going to really hurt me. But then before you know it, you're having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then also practice mindful awareness. Pause and ask yourself, do you really need to have that?
Yeah.
And don't ever, I think another downfall is like if you assume that you're following a diet or you're eating healthy, that you can't have it. I mean, you can technically have it if you feel like you can challenge yourself to just 1 or maybe 2. It only makes it more tempting if you struggle with that.
Yeah, I agree. This is like labeling it as forbidden. I think it's like when someone says don't touch wet paint, you're just so tempted to touch it. So if you forbid, deprive yourself of everything, I mean, I could go into each food group of what my, go-to triggers are that would make me go down the slippery slope of weight gain and getting back into my old habits. You just have to find the mindset again to kind of reward yourself with, again, giving yourself grace. We've talked about this before, like, if everything's negative around it, you're either going to do it because it feels good to do something bad, or you're going to beat yourself up because, you know, you went there. But again, the holidays are just such a tough time to control your emotions and your mindset to get you to that place of, you know, being the control, you know, give yourself permission to be in control, and you're more in control than the candy is, which I think has been definitely the opposite in my past. Candy was always my crutch. But and I like your suggestion of just buy candy that you don't love. So in the past, I always bought my favorites, Reese's Cups and Hershey bars, and yeah, I think, like, I try to think of like what the kids want that they're not gonna be mad at you for, because sometimes there's just lame candy.
Yes.
But in a perfect world, I would have all lame candy, so I wouldn't eat it at all.
Yeah.
Because I think it is, you know, setting up your environment. Like, I always argue with the kids about what we keep in the pantry, and you know, my daughter has said, "Well, why can't you just have self-control and just not eat it?" I said, "Well, I mean, it's like my food is someone else's alcohol. And do you think an alcoholic has a liquor cabinet in their house? I think they've probably gotten rid of all that." So, you know, in this seasonal situation, that's just a, you know, a little trick of just candy you don't like, and then, you know, you're not tempted when you're setting it out. Keep it out of sight. I actually implemented this today. I wasn't feeling good yesterday, so I got myself, I went to the drugstore, and that Walgreens particularly has a really good candy aisle. So I bought it. I had a weak moment. We all do, and that's okay. But then I already hid it from myself today.
Yeah.
I put it in a spot I won't go to, and it really is a sight thing for me. If something's left out on the counter, it's over. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Don't open bags early. It's another tip. You know, keep the candy closed up and don't open it until Halloween. Keeping healthy snacks visible. I think this is just a great rule of thumb all year round.
Oh, yeah.
Keeps the power balls, you know, protein balls, whatever you want to call them, the nut and fruit. It's a big craze right now. Even Starbucks is adding protein in almost everything. There is something to that. You always want to be mindful of getting that protein in. So if that's visible and available to you, I mean, do the work to get it. Either you're making it, but that definitely matters. And one more tip: brush your teeth after dinner. That's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
So that you don't, then your teeth are brushed.
Yeah.
And you've got that like mouth feeling.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a great idea. That's a good one. I can't imagine mixing mint toothpaste with chocolate or Skittles
Yeah.
or Starburst. Ooh, that'd be gross. But I'm gonna try that actually. I think I'm gonna try that and see how that works out, because I'm telling you, my neighborhood is full of kids, and probably 20 bags of candy will not be enough.
Wow.
And I usually tend to give out candy. I'm pretty nice about it. Like,
Are you the full candy bar lady?
no, I'm not the full candy bar lady, but I am mindful of the age appropriate candy. Like, I'm not giving a 2-year-old Skittles,
Right.
or Snickers, because they probably can't have, you know, I'm a little afraid about the nuts and all that.
Oh yeah.
So I try, when I do purchase stuff, like, I try to at least get some age appropriate candy for like the littler kids. So,
but as far as like when they're coming up, if they're like the right age, you give them 3 bags. But then if you see like a 18-year-old,
they
you're
get
like, why are you even here?
They get one bite size.
Yeah, it's a weird game. I go to a friend's house because their neighborhood is more packed, and I like to see it all.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a little selective in the beginning. You really need to be here.
Yeah. Some of my ideas, some tips is about eating smart. Make sure before the trick-or-treating hours that you're eating like a healthy meal, a full meal, so you don't feel like you want to even snack. And then like after you eat your meal,
Brush your teeth.
just brush your teeth. Why not, right? Add protein and fiber to your meal. Also stay hydrated, drink a lot of water. Even if you feel like you want to dig into the candy, maybe drink the water and it'll like cause you to be a little more filling, especially right after you've eaten a meal and brushed your teeth.
Yeah, that's a surgery trick too. I never realized that hungry feeling was really thirst. And I would have never even put any thought to it until that was suggested in my bariatric folder they gave me. And, drinking, I mean, I've heard it before. Oh, drink water before you eat and then wait a few minutes. It really does. It really, your body is thirsty more times than not. And when you stay hydrated, especially on a day like Halloween, yeah, I've had Halloweens where I hadn't eaten all day. Whatever happened throughout the day, I wasn't mindful of it at all, and literally ate a Snickers bar to fill me up.
Yeah.
So yeah, just take control and
Yeah. And if you have to plan your dessert or your treat after dinner in advance, if you choose to have something out of the candy bowl, think of it like how you're taking away that treat from some poor little girl that's coming up in her Cinderella costume. Like, make yourself feel a little guilty about it. Maybe choose a healthier treat. Other than that, ditch the all or nothing mindset. Perfection isn't required for progress.
Can we highlight that?
Yes, that's a big one.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely enjoy Halloween with some balance, and like we said a minute ago, not deprivation. So some strategies on behavior. Sometimes we just need new habits. It's so funny that you plugged this into my slot because gum or mint's handy. My family is relentless for teasing me and my girlfriend Nicole the other day. She was dying because I didn't have mints in my purse. And she's like, "Whoa, what is wrong with But I really do, especially after surgery. It was just something. I don't know what it was. I just had to have gum or mint, but that will trick your mind too. I mean, I have mints in my purse, and every calorie counts too. And I'm sure this will be another episode, like logging food and all that. Each mint is under 5 calories, which sounds like a lot, and it does add up. But sugar-free gum is I think all gum almost. You're getting Hubba Bubba is sugar-free. But yeah, that really helps. Just the fixation of anything you're trying to quit, if it was drinking or smoking or food, a lot of it is just the hand, trying to put I think cigarette smokers
Just a habit.
Yeah. Yep, and it really does help. Move more, go for a walk. Use smaller serving bowls. Oh, that was another surgery trick, and that does work. Just with portion control in general, right? So I have these little like side bowls that someone gave me from Olive Garden because they were switching out their dishes and whatnot. I was like, oh, those are cute little bowls. I'll never use them. That's all I use now. And that is so easy because what do they say? Our stomach is like the size of your fist, if that. You're uncomfortable and feeling sick if you do overeat. So that smaller plate or smaller serving bowl, whatever that is. Oh, you were applying this to candy. I think in eating in general, it's just a great way to. But yeah, I don't know about a smaller serving bowl, less candy. I guess that big bowl of candy does look more tempting than small. I thought about that.
But then you're running back in the house to refill.
Yeah.
And then the tempting is like, well, I'm refilling it. I'm going to get one.
That's true too. I don't know who wrote this.
Yeah.
We'll question that one about the small bowl of candy. Freeze leftovers. It slows impulse eating. I mean, we're not going to have any candy.
No.
Just give it at the end, give it all away.
Yes. It goes to the last person that comes to the house, gets dumped in. But normally I run candy.
Donate extra candy. I know an orthodontist in town. He buys your candy, and then you can I think he gives away back in the day it was like an iPod. I don't know what he's giving away now, pods or something. But he'll pay you per pound of the candy.
Huh.
So donating candy, that's good.
Yeah, giving it away always feels good. I remember my kids got in trouble for eating the candy all night long. And I took it away from them and told them when we were in California that I gave it away to the homeless guy, the guy that used to stand out on the middle of the street yelling and screaming, that I stopped and gave it to him. And years later, the bag was found in my husband's storage locker in the
no.
garage. And, yeah, needless to say, it wasn't edible. But the kids were like, "Oh my God, here's our candy."
Mom lied.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, it's like when you give it away, you feel like empowered, like you did something good for somebody else, and for yourself as well.
Sorry.
Mindfulness and self-compassion. Let's wrap it up with some mindset boosters. Obviously, check your stress. Emotional eating loves chaos. Journal what triggers you, like what your thought process was and why you felt you had to, you know, get into all that candy. Find a support buddy. Accountability matters. Like talk to a friend, family member, somebody that you work out with all the time. And of course, like celebrate the win. So if you, out of all those thousands of pieces of candy, have less than a handful, or, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a win. Because normally I probably would have eaten like 2 bags of candy, of various candy options.
I don't know if it's on your list of tips, but someone, I think I heard it on K-Love or something. They said, keep all your wrappers and lay them out in front of you.
That's a good idea.
So even though you might have just 5 of the 1,000, you can kind of keep track that way. And
Yeah.
like remind yourself, okay, I did my little treat.
Yeah,
And then they keep their wrappers out all night to see how much they've eaten.
that is a good one.
Yeah, I liked it.
That is good. And then finally, refocus on the fun. Enjoy the costumes. Talk to the little kids that are coming up and saying trick or treat. And, just have fun. Have fun with the parents that are out there. Even hand the parents some of your candy. Better them eating it than you.
Okay, did we hit all 25? Check your stress. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just remember, Halloween is about the connection, not the candy. Just keep telling yourself that. That's going to be my mirror mantra, because I don't actually believe that. And we want you to believe that. So I'm going to keep saying it until I actually believe it. That's a lot of years. I'm 53 and Halloween has been about the candy for probably 50 of them.
Yes, it sure has.
Well, and that's a thing too, like just keep that in perspective. It takes that long to change your mindset, give yourself some grace on how long this process is taking. Your journey might be slow, but
yeah. And we just feel like you guys are out there doing it. And with these, big holidays coming up, that the struggle is real to just keep that positive mindset you already have and to stay focused on your journey. We're gonna hit some bumps coming up with these holidays. And the first one obviously is Halloween, and let's not go out there and
set yourself up.
Yes, set yourself up for failure. So we're hoping that these 25 tips will help you face Halloween head on with confidence and somewhat control. We'd love to hear your success story.
Oh yeah.
Reach out
in the comments below.
Yeah, drop it in the comments or even follow us on our Wait, There's More, Get the Skinny with Sue and Kim Facebook page.
Possibly Instagram. I'm
Yes.
trying to link the two right now.
Yes, we're working on linking up the both of them, and hopefully we'll be on TikTok and all these social medias. I did post a video on
We got almost 600 views.
X.
Oh, on X.
Yeah,
Okay.
on X.
It's exciting.
Yes,
Yeah.
so I'm really excited.
Wherever you find us, tell us how you. And just remember, it's not about being perfect. It's just about being mindful and proud of the small wins.
So if you love this episode, please again share it with your friends, tell your friends, follow us again on our Facebook page, and we'll be on obviously on your favorite podcast platforms.
We're gonna be there.
Yeah, excited.
But yeah, just connect with us on social. We'll probably post these tips so you can refer back to them. I think that's always really helpful for me, is just it's more tangible if you can see it.
Yep.
We appreciate you being here, but we realize that sometimes you just need another moment to go back and review.
Yeah.
And refer back to that. Helpful. And we hope there's a lot more. We're going to put like sneak peeks in the socials, upcoming events or episodes, topics. And again, we're still taking suggestions on topics. So yeah, we would love to respond to that with an episode as they come through. So now we're just going to close out with,
because when it comes to your health and happiness and confidence, wait, there's more.